there's a lot of interest in final pH in beers. Sometimes people adjusting beers down in pH post ferment.
Yep.
And a lot of this has some link to hazy as well, because sometimes with those really aggressive dry hopping rates, you can be driving that pH back up.
Right.
And allowing for food safety, because I know we're all supposed, as commercial producers, is it 4 or 5 and below? Is that kind of food safe
that's
range? I believe
considered the safe. There's a trifecta of alcohol level, pH, and residual nutrients.
Yeah. So what is your take on that? Because it's always fascinating to me. I go to some places and I know when I drink their killer light lager, it's the final pH of that beer is 3.9. I know somebody else will have it at 4.4 or 4.2 and they swear by it. And then somebody else was just in the chat a couple weeks ago saying that they were listening to a Czech Pils brewer at a larger brewery, and he said that they hit 4.7. 4.7 is where they want their lager. What's your thought on that? And again, food safety, not aside, but aside, right?
That's definitely a consideration. When you look at most of the beers, commercial beers, generally you're between 4 and 4.6. And 4.5 is supposed to be that cutoff for, but if your alcohol is higher, then your pH could be a lot higher and it's still fine. In terms of inhibiting spoiler bacteria growth, especially, what do they call it? Harmful bacteria growth.
Sure. What is that alcohol? Do you happen to know how much more that alcohol needs to be in order to kind of maintain protection above 4 or 5?
I don't. I know.
Not a big deal.
I think the kind of the baseline working from is 3.5%, 4.5, and final gravity of less than 10.10, or 2-3 Plato or something like that is considered safe.
Yep.
And as your alcohol goes up, then that can correspondingly go up. Oh yeah. I go to my spaghetti sauce analogy.
Sure.
When for a good spaghetti sauce, we're looking for a balance of tomato acidity to tomato complexity. And so as the pH rises, more of the flavors become evident, and that's the complexity side. As the pH lowers, the flavors become brighter and a little more focused. So you kind of got to look at the beer style that you're drinking. A light lager, base malt only. You're looking for a lower beer pH, closer to 4, because that allows that singular malt character to be nice and bright, and that maltiness to be bright and separate itself from the hop character.
Sure.
As you go to a darker style, porter, for example, a little higher pH now, say 4.5, 4.6, that allows those specialty malts to open up a little bit, and now you're getting more complexity. You're tasting the roast malt, the chocolate malt, the caramel malt, as well as the base malt. Those are all kind of in a balance, and that higher pH allows that complexity to come forth. Whereas if that same porter had a low beer pH, say 4.2, those flavors become a bit more focused. It takes on more of a general roast character. Not bad, just not complex as it could be.